Pre-marriage counseling is great, but unfortunately, it's not enough. My wife Cindy and I witnessed 3 young couples get married and divorced in a very short order. It made us mad, made us discouraged, made us frustrated. And so we created a 2-year marriage mentor program. It's been a great journey, and I think you can help other couples gain a long view of marriage. So join us on this journey of how to mentor young couples. Now, you and I had been in a small group for what, on and off 15 years?
Oh, at least.
And those small groups were typically couples that were our peer, and we handpicked, friends, and we would get together and study a book or a book of the Bible and something like that. And it was about 1992, and we had 3 couples that I had either done the pre-marriage counseling and or the officiating for their marriages. And within the first year, 18 months to 20 months, they were going through divorces. And I came home, I was mad, I was discouraged, I was depressed. I had talked to the parents of these young adults, and they were essentially throwing their hands up going, it's a different generation, Michael. And I was just not ready to accept that. And we tried to help those 3 couples, and they didn't want help. And so I took a step back and I said, Cindy, we have to do something different. We have to do something that's going to help not just pre-marriage, but help couples get a perspective of what marriage requires over a long haul. So you and I started thinking, and you weren't too excited about this when I...
No, because I wanted to meet with my friends every week and study the Bible with them.
Right.
But it was a stroke of genius.
So we mapped out what could we do in 2 years. And we decided a number of things. One, we decided we needed to do something a long time, not just once a month or 6 months or a year. It probably needed to be 2 years. We decided we wanted to teach young couples how to study the Bible. We thought that would be the foundation. Then we thought, more than that, how do we help them think and integrate the Bible and theology? And then, watching Cindy and me, albeit imperfect models, for a long period of time, the idea was it would rub off, and it would be, hey, we see Michael and Cindy argue, we see them laugh, we see them parent differently, we see them honest about their struggles and communication and money and sex and all the things they're going through as in their married life. And so we did the first one almost 14 years ago, 15 years ago now.
Probably 14.
We learned probably as much, if not more, than the young couples that we brought into that group. But I think what turned this thing around for Cindy and me was it helped our marriage a lot. We had taught at marriage conferences for over 15 years. We had gone all over the country, 50 plus some conferences. And that was important and it was good, but when you're in front of a large group of people teaching and waving your arms and talking, and then you go home. But to live life with 2 years with people, to get to know them a little bit more than once a week over coffee and donuts or at a conference. So that was sort of the idea behind the marriage mentor concept. And I don't know, to me it's a kick in the pants.
It is. It's a blast to have these young couples in our home every week and to get to know them on a personal level and to be with them as they're having babies or deciding whether to have babies, or mom's deciding whether to stay home, or dad's changing jobs, which they all do frequently. And it's just to do life with them. It's a joy.
One of the things we discovered was better pre-marriage counseling wasn't going to help, because they'd gone through some great pre-marriage counseling, but brides in particular will spend more energy and time planning a wedding than a couple will spend planning a marriage. And that's why the 2-year part. Now we have to also, in full disclosure, we love and hate every time we stop and start a group. Because every time we stop, first when we start a group,
we have to get to know them.
And you don't want to.
Because I'm in love with the last group, and I'm still mourning that I had to say goodbye to them.
And then we pick this new group, and it's like, oh boy.
And we get to know them, and within a short period of time, we're in love with them too. Yeah. So it all works.
Yeah, but it is hard. It's hard to let go. And some of you were in the first group we had here in the Nashville area, and we see you guys going, it'd be so much fun just to hang with those guys for the next 2 years. And then we have a new group, and then that begins the relationship. But for Cindy and me, I think it's been giving our life away, in the sense that we hate to start a marriage thing. We hate that marriages are failing without getting up close and personal help. We can't fix it from afar, but little by little, hopefully, we can help some couples. And then The prayerful genius is that you guys will get infected with the disease, and you will want to do that with couples and friends that you get to know. Doing a lifelong relationship, not just with your husband and wife, but with other couples, because you need those couples when the babies come, when the teething comes, when they don't sleep, when they become teenagers, when you're pregnant again, and on it goes with the challenges of being married and trying to follow the Lord.